And well, in this chapter, I want to super quickly give you a brief overview on how to ideate properly, on how to create a good game design. Of course, game design is a topic on its own, and it will require its own course. And also, the game that we are going to be creating is quite simple, okay? But well, in general, these are the different things that your game design document has, or at least the most important things. So the first thing that you should have is firstly a reference of what you want to create. In this case, what we want to create is something quite similar to this game that you maybe know, that is called Crossy Road. Okay, so we want to create something slightly similar. So the first thing that you can have here is basically a reference, okay, to what you want to create. And this can be anything from a screenshot of a game, a mockup that you have quickly drawn in Paint or wherever. But you should always start off with a reference. Then there should always be these different things and even more stuff, okay, that we could add, okay? But these are like basically the core. These three things, okay, we could define them as the core of our game. So now we'll change color. So which is the core made of? Basically the game over condition, the win condition, and the game loop. Okay, there could be of course more stuff, but I just want to teach the basis. So for the game over condition, what has to happen in order for the game to end? In this case, in this game, of course, if we collide with a car, we've died, okay, and we have to start over again. And the win condition is just the opposite. What has to happen in order for us to win? In this case, we have to cross the road, of course, without colliding with the car, which is our game over condition. And then also something that is usually helpful to define is the game loop. And this basically defines how the game behaves after completing one level, or the game loop itself. I don't know if there is like a formal definition that could help you understand this, but this is meant to be, okay, is this a story game, so you may have chapters? Is this a casual game, so it is going to be infinite and it's going to be looping levels? Will this have manually levels made by us? So in this case, the only thing that we are really going to be having is one level, and this level is going to be manually made or built. Because of course, in this type of games, what you could have is basically levels, okay, that are built procedurally, basically made by the computer itself. But well, in this case, we are not going to be doing that because that would take much more time. And then I also like to leave some space for extra comments. In this case, that this is a quick a quick prototype. So the focus, okay, is going to be on the core. So the focus on this project is going to be on this specific mechanics. We want to be focusing a lot on stuff that is not the core, okay? We are not going to be adding stuff that is not usually considered in the core, such as sound effects, which is usually identified as SVX. We are not going to be adding neither VFXs or visual effects such as particles, etc. We just want to really focus on these initial things, okay? And of course, then with the knowledge that you gain with more courses that you can watch from me or from other amazing creators, you may be able to focus more on other mechanics. Of course, the core can be bigger. Of course, the secondary mechanics, there are much more, but I just want to give you a quick overview on this. But well, this is something that you should always take a moment before creating any kinds of projects. Of course, the bigger your project is, the longer this document will be, and the more stuff you will need to put inside of it. But I believe that this structure for something super simple as we're going to be creating is going to be more than enough. If you want to watch the full course for completely free, make sure that you check the description of this video, because there I am also going to be leaving the link. And then if you like the way I teach, if you were able to learn lots of things, I would recommend that you take my own Godot course, that as you can see is only 5.5 hours long, so super easily and rapidly you are able to create a Godot game, much more complete than what you are currently seeing. And by using the link in the description down below, you're going to be getting a huge discount. But hurry up, because the discount is only for limited time. And the same thing also if you want to learn Unity. Using the link down below, you have a huge discount for limited time. So make sure you enroll right now so that you don't miss your spot.